In Lesson 1.3, standard required is for us to be able to solve an equation. So here we see an equation with variables on both sides and plain numbers on both sides. It can be helpful to draw that line down the equal sign so you remember to keep both sides balanced. I like to keep the r value positive, so since I have a plus 7r, I'm going to subtract 6r to cancel out 6r, take away 6r. But if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. This leaves me with my 7 equaling 13. 7 take away 6 makes 1. My last step here will be to get the 13 to the opposite side. So to cancel out a positive 13, I would subtract a 13. Whatever I do to one side, I would do to the other. So this leaves me with a negative 6. This means that any time I see an r in my original equation, if I would substitute or replace r with a negative 6, both sides of the equations would be balanced. Looking at example 2 here, my first step would be to add 4x to both sides. It's not the only thing you could do, but by doing a plus 4x, it does allow the negative 4x to go away, and I'd be left with 13, and on the right side I'd have 1 plus 3x. Then I want to get my 1 to the opposite side with the number 13 since it doesn't have an x. If I subtract 1 from both sides, I get 13. So 12 equals 3x. And our final step, to get x by itself, this is 3 times x. So we would divide by 3 to get x alone. The 3 divided by 3 makes 1, which we don't have to write, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. Sometimes there's special cases when you're solving an equation. If I distribute here my 2 through, I get 4x plus 6. On the other side, I also have 4x plus 6. When you see the exact same amount on both sides, this is what we call the identity. Think of it as identical on both sides. This means every value or all solutions will work if you substitute in for x. On part B, if I do the multiplying with my 2 in distribute in here, I'd have 6x plus 8. But on the left side, I have 6x minus 5. By subtracting 6x from both sides, I find that my x variables disappear. And it is not true that negative 5 equals 8. This is what we call no solution.